Hello, everyone. This is Cheryl Abram, and this is my cyber training with Epiphany channel. Thanks for being with me today. As you can see, this is the Project Power and Voyeurism edition. So today I want to talk to you all about somebody named Seth Godin. Now, in the cyber world, you have your go-to people, okay? Normally, it's folks in InfoSec, okay, and other areas of, IT security. Don't know if you've heard of Seth Godin, but he's somebody who was, he was a go-to person in my former life when I worked in training and development, and I've brought him over here, okay? So he's really great. He's written a lot of books, very smart man. He attended the Association for Talent and Development conference, I think it was last year or year before, in Washington, D.C. He was a keynote speaker along with Oprah Winfrey, okay? Of the two, Seth Godin hit it out of the park, okay? Oprah, I think, was just there because she's Oprah, all right, so. But he added a lot of value with the things that he talked about. So what I want to talk about today is he does live sessions on LinkedIn, okay? So subscribe to him or connect with him, however you say that for LinkedIn, and you'll see when he goes live. Now, it doesn't matter what profession you're in, okay? And I think, especially for us cyber professionals, he's a person that we can really listen to and, and grow in our careers, okay? So two things that he said in that live that I attended. The first thing is, he said to stand up for your craft and do work that matters. That's something that I absolutely loved to hear. I think it's wonderful. Now, I looked up the word craft because when you think of craft, you think of skill, right? Something you're skillful at. But I looked up the etymology of the word, which is something that I just do on my free time. I love looking up the etymology of words. Craft means or meant power. It meant power and might. Okay, so stand up for your power. All right. Now, my daughter came by the other day. It was either yesterday or day before yesterday, because she's making some lasagna and she wanted to know, the stuff to put in there. And when she was here, she told me about a show on Netflix with Jamie Foxx called, what is it called? Project Power. I haven't seen it yet, but it sounds amazing. Apparently it's about, people who take some pill and it amplifies, whatever their power is or something like that, right? I do intend to watch it. But when she told me that, it also reminded me of something that I did a couple years ago when I sent out a message to my colleagues saying, what is your superpower? All right. And I don't mean like flying in the air. I mean like real stuff. Okay. What if you had a cape and all that, what would your superpower be? Mine was insight. Okay. Insight is just the ability to see what's obvious. Okay. Because what's obvious is the hardest thing to see. Okay. That sounds totally backwards, but I promise you it's true. The thing that is most obvious is the thing that's the hardest to see. And I feel like my superpower is the ability to be able to see that. Okay. Now, stand up for your power and do work that matters, right? This is one of the things that compelled me to move into cybersecurity from my former career, okay, is to do that. So I love that statement. I think that's true for everybody. And I think we all should take, just take a look at what we're doing. Are we happy with what we're doing? Are we, is InfoSec, or the place in InfoSec where we're working, is that where we want to be? Or is InfoSec where we want to be? It may not be. And for those of you who are not in information security, is that a place that you feel like you can grow and thrive and flourish, and all that? It could be. Now, the second thing he said, which again, I absolutely love, he said, get hired. Okay. For those of you looking for jobs and stuff, get hired because someone saw and talked about your work. Get hired because someone saw and talked about your work. I love that statement. okay, with every part of me. I love that statement. So in learning and development, one of the things that I came up with, okay, is something called, I borrowed from blockchain technology, is proof of work. Okay. And this is about, because we talk a lot about training, we talk about instruction, we talk about learning. You know, when we go to get our certifications, we study, and, you know, we get the piece of paper. When we go to school, we get our master's in cybersecurity or social work like I have, and, you know, or whatever. Okay. I call those receipts. That's basically when you go to the store and you buy something and they give you a receipt to get proof that you bought it, so now you can take it. Okay, a lot of times I feel like that's what a certificate or you know, degree is. Now I got both of them, so I can say that. Okay, because where's the proof that you actually know that stuff, that you know how to use the knowledge, okay, that you say you have? Where's the proof? You know, where's the beef? Y'all remember that that commercial back in the day, that old lady from Wendy's, she go around talking about where's the beef? Where is the beef? I see the certification. You got your CompTIA cards. They sent them to you in the mail, but where is the beef? Okay, get hired because someone saw and talked about what you did or what you do. So in another one of my videos, that's exactly what I talk about when I talk about creating yourself. Hold on, this phone is going to ring for 2 hours if I don't hang it up. I'm telling you, that phone rings so long, it's ridiculous. What was I saying? Yeah, get hired because someone talked about your work. Creating a portfolio of your work. Now, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a programmer or what you call them, a developer, you know, somebody who's doing stuff, you know, you're creating apps and all of that. Yes, do that. Those of you who do that, okay, and put that stuff in your portfolio. But I'm policy. Okay, I don't do the technical stuff, even though I like doing it now. I love doing it, and it informs the policy work that I do. But I'm not creating an app for somebody to look at and be like, you know, I see you creating apps. No, ain't nobody gonna say that to me because I don't do that. Okay. However, as y'all already know, if you're a part of this channel at all, I have my perspectives and views about things, and I'm going to write about it. I'm going to do the research that I need to do. I'm going to get on somebody's stage on their podcast, and I'm going to talk about it. Okay. So there is evidence. Okay. There is proof that I totally understand the things that I've gone to school for, the training that I've taken. I've incorporated that into the current work that I do. So now there's an output from that. Okay, there's an output. It's not just all in my head. All right, there's an output. If somebody's going to discover you, and it's kind of like this, right? When you go to a museum, what do you call it? When you go look at portraits and, you know, those really, really expensive pictures in museums. Shit, I forget what the hell you call that stuff. But, and you see it and you're like, oh, that's a Picasso. I don't even have to ask any questions. Okay. That's Modigliani. I know his signature anywhere, right? That's Rembrandt or whoever, or you hear some music, right? Oh, that's Beethoven, right? That's Mozart. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Nobody has to even ask. You see this website or you see this application, you know, or you look at this architecture, this, you know, the security architecture. Oh, I know who did this. You know, it's like it's a signature, right? You want people to be voyeurs, okay? You want them to see you doing stuff, okay? Put it out there. And this is what I tell the people that I mentor. You really need to get yourself out there so that people can see what you do. In one letter that I wrote to somebody, I said, you know what? The world is waiting for you to show up. They're waiting. Okay. They already have, a Kevin Mitnick, they already got a Bill Gates. They're waiting on you. When are you going to show up? Okay. Or are you just going to make them wait? So what do you have out there? Put something out there. All right. And so that people can look at that and say, you know what? I want to hire this person. Right. That's actually how I got the last job I had before I moved to cyber, because I was leaving government. I was done. I turned in my resignation, my letter. I didn't know what I was going to do afterwards, but I knew I couldn't be there anymore. And this executive heard that I was leaving, and she had seen my work. Okay. I'd never really spoken to her before, but other people who worked with her, I worked with them, and they showed her the work that I did. And she said, you know what? Don't go right now. Just come over here with us, for a while, because I've seen what you do. And I think it would be of great value to this organization. Okay. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Right. And when you do that, you ain't got to chase down nobody for a job. Come on now. You don't have to do that. For what? All right. They know that for this business to be successful, I need you. That's the person. Whoever did this right here, whoever created that, that's who I need in this organization. Go find him or her. Go find her. Okay. And give her anything she wants. That's what I need here. And so people talk a lot about competition. Everything is a competition. All right. That is true in a sense. Okay. But what's just as true is that there is space for you. Okay. And for what you are doing. That's why I love that he said this. Get hired because someone saw because what you do, I don't care if you do a lineup of developers. Okay. What you do and the way you do it, okay, is what this person needs. Now, the way you do development, okay, is what this organization needs. The way you do it, no organization really needs it because it's so new and unique. You need to create your own thing, okay, and have people come work for you. Do you see what I'm saying? There's space for you, all right? There's no competition when it comes to space. Who's competing over space? Space is endless, okay? There is space for you, your ideas, and your craft, your power, okay? Stand up for your power, okay? And allow people to look into what you're doing. Let them be voyeurs, okay? Let them peek over and see what you're doing. Share it. And it ain't got to be finished, okay? Share what you're doing right now, all right? Okay, so that is all I have today, right? I just want to talk a little bit about power and voyeurism. What is today? Today is Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Ciao. These days, I tell you the truth. Whew, it is Tuesday. So I'm going to be back with some news later this week. Y'all see Eli, the computer guy, is doing the news now? And he does a great job. He does a really good job because he, like he delves into those various things. But I was surprised to see that. And I'm glad that he's doing that, right? Because I think we need more new. We need to know what the hell is going on around here when it comes to the things that we impact and the stuff that impacts what we do. Okay. We can't just keep our head buried in books about IT and security. You don't know what the hell is going on around you. We got to incorporate all that stuff. Yeah, but I saw that he's doing the news now. I was like, that's really, really good. So I'm going to talk about that, okay, and give a little feedback on what he's doing there. And I'm going to look up some other folks, the more well-known ones like Professor Messer and stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to see what he up to over there, and some other smaller YouTubers. Just so we know what's out there, and what folks are doing, what they're saying, what they can provide, what kind of work they're putting out there. Okay, so you see how Eli is putting his stuff out there, and I know for a fact YouTube ain't the only thing he does. Okay, he probably got all kinds of people contacting him to do things for their organization. Okay, same with Professor Messer. All right, and Jason Dion, people like that. Okay, So yeah, so there's room for you too. There's room for me. There's room for me as well. So that's all I have today, and I will see you later on this week. So have an amazing weekend. Oh, and I want to draw your attention to my banner. Here I have my Patreon. I just created a Patreon. It's patreon.com/eday. Eday is everyone deserves an epiphany. Okay, go ahead and look at what's on there. I have 4 different tiers, and it's basically for career and personal mentoring. Okay, so we're going to do stuff on there to help you get the internship you're looking for, help you get the job you're looking for, help you work on your employability, leadership skills, and for those of us who want to do our own thing, entrepreneurial skills as well. Okay, so all of that is wrapped into it. It doesn't matter, you don't have to be in cyber, you know, to participate, but yeah, so go over there, check it out, and let me know what you think. Okay, I'm also on LinkedIn, so let's, you know, we can connect on there or on Twitter, like wherever. I'm all over the place, so y'all can find me out there. Okay, so check out my Patreon, and I will see you all back here in this same place this week. Have a good night. Bye-bye.